So on this episode, I'm going to try something we really don't do. We usually don't do here at Next Page. I'm going to sample some of the messages I got on my Insta story last week when I was having an online discussion on things to do with dates, Valentines, night outs between people in relationships and couples. And I was having a very interesting conversation with a lady friend of mine, and she was telling me how she met a guy on Tinder, and they were supposed to go on a date somewhere in town along Moy Avenue. There's a cafe deli somewhere around there, and it so happened that the guy got to the restaurant before her, and when she walked in, she could not identify the guy, perhaps because of those two filters on Tinder. And to cut the long story short, instead of the guy ending up with the lady, the guy ended up with the waiter who served him when he was waiting for the lady. It's a very interesting conversation. I'm going to put the details of that story on my bio, or rather on my description segment down, so that you can watch it later. But right about now, let's dive on Next Page Valentine's edition. February is the month of love, and it also happens to be the month of expectations and also the month of disappointments. Now, I don't want you really to focus on these people who are beside me. All of them are very much single and very much available for you tomorrow. You just need to hit the subscribe button so that we can make available their contacts and their private WhatsApp numbers. Yeah, so it's such an interesting time to be alive, and it also seems that it's a very interesting time to be one Deniss Itumbi. Deniss Itumbi is a controversial state blogger who for a very long time has hit the national headlines for one reason or the other. But one thing that also does not escape netizens is Deniss Itumbi's ability to become very poetic when it comes to the mechanics of love. We remember when he pulled the Jaque Maribee shenanigans for a better part of the year 2019. Without a doubt, Deniss Itumbi loves Jaque Maribee. You and I, and of course them, can only imagine how much Deniss Itumbi had prepared for this year's Valentines for Jaque Maribee. Everything was going on well. I think he had booked rather one of the country's leading getaway destination centers. Maybe he had already penned down some of his most, of course, hilarious poetic love poems, and we can only imagine the preparations. That is until this happened. Jowi! Yeah, so it emerges actually that Jowi, who is a long-time lover of Jaque Maribee, was released from jail only hours to 2020 Valentine's Day. It means Jaque Maribee will have to choose between Jowi, who is now out of prison on the 13th of February 2020, and Deniss Itumbi, the poetic lover boy who has never failed in professing his love for her. But if you think you are having a bad day, you really should sympathize with Deniss now. Clearly, from what we saw for a better part of last year, is that Jowi was always having a final stretch when it comes to Jaque Maribee. And therefore, Deniss Itumbi had his time this period that this guy was in jail. And now the guy's released hours to Valentine's, and the lady is thrown into a dilemma. But that is for you to judge. For us, as Next Page, we think that Valentine's, if you really love your partner, if you really love your guy, if you really love your chick, Valentine's, the 14th February of every year, is just another working day that you should not. Yeah, I mean it, man. If you love her, every day is a Valentine's Day, man. It's common sense. If you love somebody, every day should be a Valentine's Day. Except for me, it's for you guys. But oh well. Next page is always on standby to get you hilarious happenings of our society. Hit the subscribe button. I wish you guys every and the very best of these Valentines. I hope you guys realize love. I hope you guys heal for those who are healing. I hope you guys get good deals. I hope you guys realize the best of health. And I hope that you enjoy a golden future time. For the guys who are there but they really want to have a Valentine's mood this Friday, they are super single, no girl seems to really align themselves with their vibe. Next page is offering you the very best in the market. But for you to have these girls, you gotta subscribe. See you